The Joe Rogan Experience.
When I was at Playboy, I wrote about, like, I had this experience too. I was like the second wife. I wasn't a wife, but I was a second in an open marriage. And all the guys think they're going to be that guy. And it's like, I was reading this book, and I forget which book it was or something, and it said, actually, that men who had multiple wives and women had to start like not hogging all the women because it was causing so much strife
problems
within the like tribes. Yeah.
Jordan Peterson talks about that too. That's one of the problems with incels, is that there's the men, like the alpha men, like the Jason Momoas of the world. They have, if they wanted to, they could have a gang of women, and then other guys be like, "Hey, what about me?"
But I kind of liked the situation. The guy was so alpha, and it almost took two women to like balance him out. And from my perspective, I was like, I want a wife. Me as a wife would want a wife too. I would want someone else to like. It was so like we did the gardening and like.
How long did this work out for?
It didn't work out for that long. Like a couple months.
Weeks?
No, it was a while.
Did you see the king of Thailand formally got rid of his concubine? What did he call it? He like
royal mistress.
Royal mistress. Yeah, not concubine would be a whore, right?
Older.
Yes.
A little old school.
Old school.
About the same thing, I think. I'm not sure.
Well,
concubine has more flair to it.
He had an official royal mistress that was actually like she had rank in the military.
Oh.
Yeah, and she apparently disrespected the queen, so you had to shut her down, and he had to strip her of her power.
Oh.
And I was reading
I
this.
thought you were going somewhere else with that.
Strip her down.
Yeah, I was like,
piss on her in front of everybody.
What's happening?
When you go to Thailand, you cannot talk shit ever. There it is. There's for King, I don't know how to say his name.
Oh my God! How do you say that?
Vajiralongkorn. With great power comes no responsibility at all. Well, so he has this.
Was that his wife?
Well, let me see what is the article? The King of Thailand. How do you say that? Peremptorily. I've never seen that word ever. Have you ever seen that word? You're a writer.
No, I don't.
Peremptorily.
Is that
dismisses his official mistress?
I'm not.
Yeah, she was talking shit about the wife. She disrespected the wife. He's like, kick rocks, bitch.
What does it mean?
I don't know. Look at her name. Oh boy.
Now I have to. I'm gonna be. I look up every word. I don't know though. So
ingratitude, misbehavior, and disloyalty. These were among the failings of. Try saying her name. Sineenat Siniat. And here's the big one. WONGVAGIRAPAKDI. I don't even want to try that one. Detailed in a scathing royal statement on October 21st. Apparently, the mistress
she wanted
to elevate herself to the same state as the queen. Of course.
Yeah, that was ultimately why it didn't work out.
Really? You wanted to be number one?
I didn't want to be number one because that has a lot more responsibility, and I'm not really that type A. But I didn't feel like I felt like everyone's needs were being. I was like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you okay?" And no one was like, "Hey, is Bridget okay?" So I felt like my needs were the ones that got.
Pushed aside.
Yeah.
Well, you can call that bitch. I'm sure you and
we can start a little meeting.
You and that whatever name is.
No, it was fine. It was fine. It was really just one of those things. I'm such a writer and so curious.
What?
She was just made that position in July. It was the first time it was done in over a century.
Oh.
So she lost it very quickly.
That's
apparently.
really fast. She basically was like, "Yo, I want to be number one" after like a month.
Yeah.
All right, that's a little entitled.
She gave it a shot.
Calm down.
What do you think?
Prostrate herself before the king and queen, a former flight attendant who he married in May.